Matrix is here, and honestly, that's really all that matters. And so, AT and Lotte ready for game two, probably the last game of the series. Yeah, I have to think it's either a Lotte win or a series split, as most of the games are going to be rained out tomorrow. Wang Sung Bin leads off, fouls the first one out of play. Go Young Kyo does not throw hard at all. Side armor mainly throws his changeup. The difference is going to be can he throw strikes? If he can throw strikes with it, he's actually a pretty good pitcher. Morning, Jim. He goes around on that, then it's 0-2. So a big thing, can he throw strikes? If he can throw strikes, the teams struggle against him. Uh-oh. We've got a friendly one and an angry one. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. The 0-2 misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's going to be a strikeout number one for Go Young Kyo. 1 away. And at high, I struggle to call it a high fastball because it's not fast. Thank you, Jen. A little double dip. How many times are you allowed to change your name? All right, the Go Sung Min steps in, average down to 275. Is falling off the base. It's in there for a strike. So his career hitting 400 against Go Young Kyo. Yo one, and this is loaded up. That's is a down and away at 2. Go Young Kyo and throw a ton of innings. KT Wiz are rocking their summer uniforms, well known for their summer festival. Swing and a miss at ball 3. It runs it to 2-2. Very, very famous water festival. Other teams have tried to emulate it. Hana tried one year. I hated it. I actually ended up sitting in the outfield. That is going to be a stroke right into the outfield. He's going to be on base to win. 1 out single. Lotte and Samsung. I was thinking Samsung and maybe NC. My concern for Lotte is 2 straight days of bullpen usage. All right, Reyes, Mr. Chill Song Cider steps in, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1. Going to go up high. This is a little. His ground ball. Nasung Yup grabs it, throws it to the shortstop, back to first. Not in time. Race that Go Sung Min couldn't turn it fast enough. Nasung Yup like he got it out of the glove a little late. See if they replay that. Definitely. Yep, they are going to video replay. I thought I got him on first look, but obviously I'm not quite close. Tossing you up again. Ooh. And one. Oh, Kim Hyun Soo. Sorry, I got the wrong defender. I think he's out. Oh no, Goga. Aoshimida. So the 3-6-1 double play ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of that. Yeah. Eyes didn't deceive me there, ladies and gentlemen. Did not deceive. Yeah, my concern with Lotte in this game is the fact that again Lotte won 4-0 yesterday, so they used a lot of their relievers. Then on Thursday, they did get beat pretty bad, but the KT got beat pretty bad on Thursday, and they lost 4-0 yesterday. So overall, I have to think that their bullpen is a little bit better rested. So Yuhan In will lead things off for KT here in the bottom of the first inning. Again, Chaewon Jun now out for a extended period of time. Without him, KT's offense is going to struggle. He is still on the roster. It's just in the Hanwha game he got taken out early. That was the game that wasn't a game. Beasley out on the mound. Yeah, I mean he's got to be able to go 6 or 7. On in. Looks at ball one, nowhere near the strike zone. That's into his foot. 1-1. Yeah, it was a toss up between the Lotte KT game and the NC Kia game. But it does look like the rain is going to come up later in that Guangzhou game, so I didn't want to get another rain out game as the 1-1 pitch nowhere near a strike zone again. I didn't want to get another rain delay game, and then it does also look like there's a possibility the NC Kia game will play tomorrow as that is lifted up. Reyes going back, though, and makes the catch. Shame. Right. That's Kim Yun Soo steps in, 296 on the season. Looks at the strike one. 36 against Beasley as that's rolled over. Three hits against Beasley. Kim Hyun-soo had 2 of them. That's grounded to the second. 4-3 putouts, 2-way. Thank you, Donna. Welcome. Welcome, Z. Welcome. Let's see. I've had to resort. I've had to resort to closing the windows, and that's way outside. I mean, it's getting muggy outside. Had to resort to closing the old windows. That's what's weird. I was like, why is my light so strange? I got a light now. My electricity went out overnight, and so it's kind of messed everything up. That's way outside. It's right to the 2-1 pitch, misses again. That's 3-1. Yeah. Way outside, he walks him. Couldn't figure out why it seemed so dark here in my room today. But I have a light over there and a light over there, and that one is not on. All right, Hilliard at 295 on the season. A slow start to his career in KBO. What's up, Crash Outs? That's in there for strike. Oh. KT Wiz. No one rounded down. Going to. Right, here's the 0-2 pitch. Sets up down at the knees. Swing and a miss. Gives up a 2-out walk, but gets the strikeouts. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to see if I can get my lights fixed so I can see what I'm doing today. Is Han Dong-hee fouls the first one off. Now none of my buttons are working. Go one misses outside. 1-1. There we go. We've got it fixed, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 count. Beasley, 6 innings. I mean, his first inning was good. I mean, I think it's all right. Over 7.5 strikeouts against Kia. I didn't check Kia's lineup. The 2-2 pitch now. This is up high, runs the count full, 3-2. Yeah, well, he's been getting lit up by everybody. I don't know. Again, it's the same thing. SSG. I don't know who's in charge of foreign scouting. As Han Dong-hee did a strike 3 down at the knees. I don't know who is in charge of signing foreign players for SSG, but they need a new job. This game, ooh, no idea. The Nasung Yup looks at just strike one. The 0-2 pitch misses the low. 1-2. Thank you, underdog. 1-2 is rolled over. Second baseman grabs it. Underhand toss to the first baseman. Away. The way they're pitching to starts, I have to think under 9.5 is all right. LG lighting up Hernandez also. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. You guys can talk about whatever you want as long as it's not hurting anybody else. The 0-1. This is the way up and in. Almost hits him. 1-1. I mean, to me, Vegas knows what they're doing. Swing, gonna miss. Rarely do I hear a line and I'm like, oh, wow, that's awful. The old circle change from the Submariner. That's into the dirts. Another strikeout. 1, 2, 3. Go the Lotte Gigantes. We will go to the bottom of the second. 0. We have a drinking game that we have. So my buddy Luke, who was kind of the main foreign guy when I was a Hanwha fan, whenever I first started going, We used to get a big crew. We actually had a Hanwha Weekend Warriors group where every year we would get a bunch of foreigners and we'd go sit in the outfield back when it was like 7,000 won a seats. It was unregistered seats. It was just first come, first serve. Everybody grab a ticket. We'd go to the game. I'd get there 2 hours early, and I would go section off a big section for us right near the convenience store. Because in Korea, when you go to the games, you can take your own beer and pizza and chicken in, or you can buy it there, and it's not expensive. Uh, so we'd always get a spot right by the like the convenience store inside the stadium, and we had a drinking game where it'd be like each person has to call what is going to happen in the at bat. So like strikeouts or ground ball, ground out to the left side, or a fly out, or a single or double or whatever. And if you got it correct, then everyone else had to drink. The one thing is if you called home run and they hit a home run, everyone had to finish their drinks. So outside of that, no, not really. The Kim Song Soo looks at the ball one. The one pitch to Mr. Water. Is lifted up. Second baseman comes up and makes the catch on another pop fly. We do have one rule when we go to games. We do have one rule. That is, if they bunt with a runner on first and nobody outs, you have to finish your drink. Kim Min Hyuk looks at the ball one outside. Yeah. So 1-0 pitch in there for a strike and 1-0. Yeah, we would so in Korea they have these things called pitchers. It's not like the pitcher that you would imagine. Like obviously not a pitcher that's on the mound. Not like a handle pitcher, but they're basically 1 liter bottles of adult sodas, and you can take those into the game. You can buy them at a lot of the games. So you get that. During the summer, you get a cup of ice. 1-2. This is up and out of the zone. 2-2. And Kim Min Hyuk has T-Pain music, so I can't play his music. But yeah, so you get a cup of ice and then use that. He fouls that into the dirt. Well, you guys are saying ice with adult beverages? Yes, it is hot and gross in Korea. But you can't really do that anymore. The 2-2 is fouled away. Again, when I first started going to games here in Korea, I would just show up at the stadium. I would show up at the stadium 20, 30 minutes before the game started, go up to the counter, buy my tickets wherever I wanted to sit, and then head on in. The 2-2 pitch slapped foul, and it just gets foul. Another 2-2 pitch. Two. ugly looking swing and a miss as he jumped back so he could swing at the ball that was at his feet. Like, I don't, what was that? It literally would have hit his foot, but he jumped back to try to swing at it. John Gene Yuck swing and a miss there. 188 on the season for Hamla's former Mr. Korea. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. KT took him as a replacement player for either Shimu Jun or Hong Sang Baek. I don't know which one. The 0-2 is a bounce into the dirt. It's 1-2. Yeah, no kidding, Mary Kate. A 1-2, a swing and a miss. I could have called that one. That'll be a 3 away. We go to the third inning. Tied it to 0. Probably trying to avoid any investigations too, Kenny. Have a second straight day of of a pitcher's duel, apparently. A 152,000 shares, I assume is what you mean, Mary Kate? Shares? Uh, how much is each share, though? How did they score in the first inning? Question. Jauk with a like Che Yang with an RBI single and Yu Yuck with an no, Kim Do Won RBI. All right, here we go. Brings up Yoon Dong Hee. Gonna have a 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Lotte here. Kim Yun Soo drops the ball. Wow, over the shoulder catch. It hits his glove as he relaxes and it just drops onto the ground. That is an error that I cannot stand. All right, that puts a runner over on first base on the KT Air. Brings up a Junmin Jae. There for a strike. Yeah, going on. Who does Canada play? Mary Kate. Right, the 0-1 pitch to John Mean J. Oh, checks over on run. No one popped up. Hansung Taker, let's go with a mask. But it will get back behind the plate, and it's 0-2. Da, da, da. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout there. Fourth strikeout of the day for Go Young Joe. Right to Song Sung Bin steps in. Song in at 233 on the season. The only updates I get about the World Cup is courtesy of the Lego guy. The 0-1 is the foul back. That is popped up. First baseman in foul territory will make the catch this time, and that's 2 away. Flips the lineup back over. Wang Sung Din has struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. In this game or overall? I'd say Samsung. Wan Tae-in getting lit up? That's not good. Samsung down by 2. Yeah, Samsung down by 3. Swing and a miss there. SSG putting up 5 runs in the bottom of the first so far. Hey, somebody just hit a home run. Yep, Go Myung Jun. Back-to-back homers. That's not good. Wan Tae-in is my one of my starters today for fantasy baseball. The 0-1 slaps it foul. 0-2. The 0-2 misses way outside. Attempted to pitch out there, really. Rolls that over and grabs it, throws to seconds, and that'll end it on the 3-6 putouts. Kim Young-soo making up for the air. Oh, wow. They gave him a hit on that? No. No. 0. No. That is not a hit. No. I refuse to call that a hit. Absolutely not possible to be a hit. He was underneath it, and it hit his glove. All right, coming up now, going to be the 8-9-1 hitters for KT. Lots of early scores. Kia's up 1-0. SSG's up 5-2. And LG's up 4-0. I think they just finished. I think Samsung is back up now. But Takeda still threw 35 pitches in the first inning. Three hits, 2 walks, 2 homers, 29 pitches. And I would still take SSG even though Samsung is down by 3. SSG just sucks so bad. Beasley back out on the mound again. 30 pitches through 2 innings. 15 in the first to 15 in the second. Sing take, lead things on. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Whoa, 1-1. Hansen take a 219 on the season. Swing and a miss. Way behind that. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch now. Shakes his head, yes. He go around, check down to first. Says he nods. 2. Way outside, first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-2 is a foul away. He's 3-2. SSG has put Veneziano on waivers. I imagine they're going to put Takada on waivers soon, too. So the 3-2 is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up, throws across, and on away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Even though they're losing? Wang Dongjin fakes the bunt, but it's up high, 1-0.
KT 권동진 않다 KT 권동진 않다 안타를 날려라 KT Wiz 권동진
That is
않다
lifted up, going, and that is going to off the wall. Guangdong Jin is going to cruise into second base with a one-out double. First hit of the day for KT comes from the number 9 hitter. Right down the middle. Didn't miss it. Yeah. Water's going off in KT. That round over to the first baseman. Underhand toss to the pitcher. Steps on the bag and almost gets his foot taken off. That's a 3-1 putout. So moves him 90 feet away. With a 2 away. Wang Dongjin would have ran around, hooked around a third a little bit, so he might have actually gone home. Brings up a Kim Hyun Soo. In KT on the season against Beasley, coming into today's game, was only hitting a $130. Kim Hyun Soo had 2 of those 3 hits. That's their first strike at the bottom. So 1. Hyun Soo, a 4-3 ground out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day, hitting a 311 with runners in scoring position. Oh, 1 fouled away. Kim Hyun Soo originally started with Doosan, then went to Baltimore, then to Philadelphia, then to LG, and then this year he comes to hang out and down in Suwon. 0-2 pitch now. Rolls it over, but it's foul. Thank you, Gatewood. 0-2 still to Kim Hyun Soo. The 0-2 into the dirt. Good block by Song Bin. 1-2 now. For 13 or 15 pitches in the first inning, 15 pitches in the second inning. Upcoming next is the pitch number 15 of the third inning. Can he just throw 15 pitches an inning? All right, the 1-2 into the dirt. So another block, and it gets away, but Beasley off the mound. Great job by Beasley. Song Bin blocks it, so Beasley goes and picks it up as Song Bin couldn't find it. A lot of time, pitchers will yell and point. So Beasley is like, Nope, I'll go grab it.
KT 김현수 야야야야
The 2-2 pitch and 2 outs.
승리를 위하여 안타를 날려
That is slapped into left field, and that is going to score him on the RBI single. And nope, RBI double as Kim Hyun-soo showed that he's still got some legs.
KT 김현수 야야야야 김현수 승리를 위하여 안타를 날려버려라 KT 김현수 야야야야 김현수 KT 승리 위해 날려버려라.
All right, that brings up Anya Nin, walked in first at bat. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Thank you, Prophet. He has tied it up. Tucson's gone up 2 against Akil. So the 0-1 runs inside 1-1. Hitting a 333 on this season. DHing mainly still trying to recover from the hamstring injury. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner, 1-2. 49 pitches now for Beasley. Pitch number 20 of this inning coming up. Yeah. Right to 1-2, says widen the strike zone. He does. He throws it to behind what would have been a left-handed batter and runs the count to 2-2.
안현민 안현민 안현민
Right, 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside. Misses way outside. Runs the count full. Second full count of the day for KT. Second full count of this inning. Hansun Tech will let off the inning with a 6-3 ground out on a full count. That's his Kim Hyun-soo. All right, to 3-2 counts now. Sets up on the outside. Pops him up, though. Shortstop out into the grass. Make the catch. But KT gets up early on the RBI double from Kim Hyun-soo. We'll go to the fourth. Nothing, KT. Given Go Young Pyo plenty of time to gather his breath, reset himself. NC is now up 2-1. Added another run up in the top of the third inning. Monte, oh, Jim. Yeah, Samsung has Chewante. I was thinking Wan Tae-in. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Chewante getting lit up, that's nothing new. I would not take it. I would not take Samsung. Chewante is I believe, one of the most overrated pitchers in the league. I was thinking, you were talking about Wantein. Oh, LG's up 4-0. Top of the third inning. Hanwha's got runner on first and one out. And NC's up 2-1. They've got a runner on first with two outs right now. And Doosan is up 2-0. Kiyoom's coming to bat in the bottom of the third inning. And then Samsung is losing 5-2. They've got a runner on a second base. And nobody outs for SSG. The Go Young Pyo will meet Go Sung Min. That's the thing, though, is he just somehow magically dances around as the shortstop ground ball throws to first. But he's also treated like a really good pitcher. That's where the issue comes. Like he used to be he used to be a Kiwoom pitcher. Actually, I believe he used to be a Nexon pitcher. I don't know if he actually played whenever they were the Kiwoom Heroes, but he got traded to LG. The Reyes pops that one up. Well, get out of play though. Got traded to LG. And then in the offseason, he was expecting like a top tier pitching contract, and he didn't get it. LG, I don't think LG even offered him anything because he can't pitch in the playoff. He's one of the worst playoff pitchers, except for last year. The 0-1 is a grounded foul. 0-2. So up until last year, every single year in the playoffs, he would just get lit up, just like in today's game. Then suddenly last year, somehow in the playoffs against SSG, he just it was ridiculous. And once he met Hanwha, he just got lit up again. Yeah, Chewante is not, to me, not a good pitcher. 1-2 is a fouled away. Like he'll have one good game every 5, where he'll pitch like he'll get like his 6 outs or something, or he'll go 6 innings. But overall, not a good pitcher. That is into the dirt. So we look at his last 5 games. Hasn't pitched bad in his last 5 games, but again, the games that he pitches really well are against the bottom of the league. So the 2-2 pitch fouls that away. Stays alive. 47 pitches now for Go Young Go. So against the bottom of the league, he tends to be pretty good, but when he faces higher caliber hitters, he just gets lit up. Thank you, Castillo, as the Reyes fouls that away again. Oh crap, did I ever change this? Oh man, that is not good. Oh well. I never changed it to go to outside of Korea. Oops. Oh well. Double check. I gotta double check that soup is working because I had the wrong settings. Okay, good. All right, the 2-2 pitch again sets up on the outside, misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. First full count of the day for Lotte. He is one of the hardest hitters to strike out. The 3-2 as he gets it past the diving second baseman, even though it was easily ball four. Make sure, please, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up. That is a like over on YouTube. That's an up or recommendation on SOOP. If you want to follow me on YouTube, obviously you subscribe. If you want to follow me over on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. Just click that. It's called a loyal viewer. Do not subscribe over on SOOP, please. Do not pay money to SOOP. That's runs inside, almost hits him. He struck out looking in his first at-bats. That's going to be a slow rolling ground ball. You're going to have to go to first. And that'll be 6-3 putouts. Yeah, he doesn't strike out much. That's also why he leads the league in ground into double plays every year, though. It's kind of the same thing. If you guys have been watching the KBO for a while, Doosan used to have a DH guy named Fernandez. He would strike out maybe 25 times a year, but he would lead the league in double plays ridiculously, like double. Because when he batted left-handed, he would fall in towards the plate. So not only did he put a lot of contact, but he also, when he swung, he finished off balance, and so he was doubled up a lot. And he wasn't fast to begin with. So one misses goes way outside, or 1-1. 4-3 groundouts for Nasum Yup in the first inning. Sorry, the second inning. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Giants of Nasanya. This is low at 2-2. Young Kyo running into a little bit of a pitch count issue here. This is pitch number 20 of this inning. 11 in the first, 14 in the second, 13 in the third, and 19 so far here in the fourth with 2 outs. So that catches him looking. He heard me talking about his pitch count, says I'll just go ahead and end it here. So we will go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 KT. Fifth strikeout of the day for Go Young Pyo. All right, so 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the old KT Wizards. I still don't trust SSG. 3 stolen bases already. Wow. Both pitchers. Takata is 59 pitches. This is usually where he blows up. So SSG, I could imagine, is about to give up some runs. Yep, Diaz is on second. So Yuji Hyaka up to bat. I believe this is where SSG starts to give the lead away. We'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, so Hilliard steps in.
KT Wiz
First pitch popped up. Third baseman in foul territory. Underneath it, he makes the catch. All right, Kim Sang-soo steps in. 0 for 1, popped up to the second baseman, almost hits him. Sang-soo. Kim Sang-soo. That's in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. Beasley, 15 pitches in the first inning, 15 pitches in the second, 22 in the third. Now the 1-1 pitch here is going to be lifted into center field. Easy fly ball to center fielder. 2 away now. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Kim Min-hyuk, who had that disgusting looking strikeout in his first at-bats. One of the worst looking strikeouts. I mean, imagine jumping back to swing at your feet for strike 3. For a strike, 0-1. And Kim Min-hyuk is the one that has the T-Pain music, so I cannot stream his music. This is outside there, 1-1. I believe Kim Min-hyuk also has the title of most tattooed Korean player. This is down and in. I believe it is him. I believe he's got like a full like chest piece because he always wears like a one button to buttoned. The 2-1 pitch. This is inside, a 3-1. Maybe they thought he was going to try to jump back and try to swing again. The 3-1. That is going to be ripped right at the first baseman, though, and that will be out to number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes the KT Wiz. So we go to the 5th inning. 1-0. They must be watching my streams. KT has tied it up. They are now tied at 2 against NC. Well, that was what I was looking at, Jem, is the fact that Samsung was losing, but the SSG pitcher had thrown more pitches. So it was a matter of they were getting on, they just weren't getting home. Yeah, I have to imagine that is his last game. And the SSG bullpen is not good. Not good at all. So if I look at the bullpen ERAs, SSG is the second worst in the league, 5.34 bullpen ERA. Their starters ERA is the worst. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for LG here. Pak Chan Hyung, 0 for 1, has struck out in his first at bat. Just misses up high. 1-0. Pak Chan. 1-0. Catches the inside corner. 1-0. All right, it's 1-1 pitch to Pak Chan Hyun. Just breaks outside. It's 2-1. And this guy looks to me. This guy looks like he's like 35 years old. The Junquan Pan, the big screen, the jumbotron is not working with the count. Well, it should be 2-1, so it is showing 1-1. The main screen in the outfield is showing 0 balls, 0 strikes, and 0 outs. All right, here we go now. I guess we're going to do this again. The 2-1 pitch. That is going to be lifted, and that's going to drop into the outfield, and Pak Chan Hyun going to be on first with a leadoff single. I do like this song. Lotte has probably the best all-around cheer song. That is why they are called the Sajik Norebang. Busan now up 5-0 against Kiyoom. They put up 3 more in the top of the 4th. All right, so you check over on the runner. That error, an error. I don't care what anybody says. Now, even the board isn't working. There's no counts. I don't know why that board would matter right now anyway. Maybe they need to borrow my my scorebug settings. They still have the wrong batter up there. OPS of 1375. While they are fixing that around the league, Anwa's still down 4-0. They are up to bat in the top of the fourth, though. KT obviously here, but in C. 2-2 game there. They're up to bat in the top of the fourth inning with 1 out. Doosan added. Now this board is also not. All right, so there we go. Yoon Dong Hee is actually stepping in now. Oh for 1 or 1 for 1, depending on if you understand baseball or if you're a KBO scorer. Swing and a miss there. Oh, no. The 0-1 pitch. Plays off. 1-1. Checks over on the runner. Back. I still think KT does. Just because Lotte's bullpen was used more yesterday. That's misses outside at 2-1. Lotte has been playing a lot better lately, though. I can say that. That is slapped, but will go foul. 2-2. Chan Young was running off on the pitch. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, the best pitch in baseball. Pitch number 67. The 2-2 pitch now sets up that's a bad looking swing. Go Young Pyo, underhand toss to the first baseman. Throws it back to the shortstop. 3 putouts, moves the runner over. So 1 away. All right, so 1 out now. Brings up a Junmin J. Again, having a fantastic season at this short. More so on offense. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this game. The ground ball, the shortstop will make the play. It throws the first in time. Chan Young tried to distract him, but wasn't able to. The 2 away now brings up the number 9 hitter. Thank you, thank you. All right, this Song Song Bin, and now this is inside, ball 1. Song Song Bin popped up to the first baseman in foul territory in his first at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. down and in, 2-0. So. And another 2-0 was a crush. Foul. He turned on it, but he turned on it a little bit too much. Slider that was absolutely crushed. It's going to be a ground ball that runs the count to 2-2. Young Kyo looking almost like a NFL kicker out there in two different colored shoes. 2-2 is a ugly looking swing fouled away. Stays 2-2. 70-degree pitches now for Go Young Kyo. Again, he's a guy that can easily throw 100 pitches with that under sidearm slash submarine delivery. 2-2, foul again. Two pitch now. Swing and a miss. That takes us to the bottom of the fifth. KT with a lead. Leadoff single, but nothing after it as they go 0 for 3. They're now 0 for 9 with runners on base. Left to 3 on. The bottom of the fifth inning is going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for KT. Yeah. Looks like SSG got out of it, so with the pitching change, but now Samsung's got a runner on first with nobody outs and a fast runner at that. Anwar down. LG is up a 4-0. They've got a runner on first with a 1 out. NC and NC just took the lead. They are now up at 4-2. And Doosan again up 5-0. They're now coming up to bat in the top of the fifth. So Samsung's got to get their act together. So that's my picks for the day. Don't fizzle out. 61 pitches for Beasley. Just 9 pitches in that last inning. But it was crazy because Kim Min-hyuk had a handful of them. John Jin-hyuk probably going to strike out. We'll just say that he's probably going to strike out here. Hitting below the Mendoza line, struck out in his first at bat. 1-1 misses the down and in. 2-1. The 2-1 catches the outside at 2-2.
오 장진형 오 장진형 안타를 날려라 KT
Oh, faces joined us, ladies and gentlemen. The 2-2 pitch misses outside, runs the count full. 3-2, third full count of the day for the KT Wiz. They had a 2 back in the third inning. The 3-2 pitch rounds it foul, keeps it full. 3-2. Did he hit somebody in Yep, he got somebody. Lukey Dookie calls that the old ugly finder. Found somebody. I think we missed a foul ball into the umpire's arm because the umpire now is good. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch to John Gene Yuck. Swing and a miss. Somebody called it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to say who, but you're looking at. Right, that brings up the number 8 hitter. Johnson take a big swing and a miss there, 0-1. Yeah, you have to think that the next rule change in the KBO is going to be a designated fielder. The 0-1 fouls that away, 0-2. Who was the one asking about Beasley at 17.5? Oh, yuck. Another strikeout, so 5 Ks on the day for the Beasley. Brings up a Guangdong Jin. He had the double and the runs scored back in the second inning, the third inning.
KT 권동진 안타 KT 권동진 안타 안타를
Why is that official?
KT Wiz 권동진 안타 KT 권동진 안타 KT
That's misses the down and in. Well, it helps on who he's pitching against. So those of you guys that aren't aware, the number 9 hitter, or sorry, the number 8 hitter for KT is the top 5, one of the top 5 worst WRC plus in the KBO. And the number 8 hitter or 7 hitter for KT is awful. The 2-0 in there for a strike at 2-1. The number 7 hitter for KT used to play for Hana. You got the under, Hassan. The 2-1 pitch now to Guangdong Jin, bounces it into the dirt. 3-1. Samsung scores 2 in the top of the 4th. They've still got a runner on first, nobody outs. I do, Rashawn. I said it when it was 6-2. strike, running the count full. Once again, another full count. The fourth full count of the day for KT. Second of this inning. All right, so the 3-2 pitch sets up right down the middle. Misses up high, and he walks him. Thank you, my own face. Wrong button. Wang Dong Jin heads on over to first base with a 2 outs walk, flips the lineup back up to the top. Yu Hyun in. L9K? I don't know what that is. No, I haven't. I don't know what it is at all. I've never heard of it. All right, Yu Hyun in, 0 for 2. Flew out to left in his first at bat. A 3-1 ground out in his second. Looks at strike one on the outside. He does have a pretty good Cure song. I think he just winked at Beast. 0-1 misses it down and in. 1-1. One pitch now. Time is called. Beasley should have just let that one go to the netting. I'm out of water, ladies and gentlemen. This inning better end pretty soon. It's 1-1 counts. It sets up right down the middle. This is way outside. 2-1. Angry, did you pick Lotte today? Is inside. 3-1. Suddenly running into some control issues at the 80 pitch mark. I already know that Lotte's manager does not like him. He always has the worst body language and worst facial expressions when Beasley is on the mound. The 3-1. That is lifted, but it's going to slice foul into the netting above the bullpen. Runs the count full, 3-2. Oh, man, the guy is awful. The amount of times I've talked about that in my my daily walks. Last night I went on a rant about the home manager. Thank you, Eddie. Welcome back. This is the 3-2 pitch. Misses low, and he walks him. Brings up a Kim Hyun Soo, who already has 1 RBI in this game. I imagine they're going to have a little mound visit. Look at that flow on that kid. That is a beautiful mullets. Wow. That is an absolute thing of beauty. Even has the blonde streak highlights through it. That is a kid's parents who are the cool parents, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I have not. I've seen. I've heard of it, obviously. All right, to Kim Hyun Soo. I don't actually watch TV. This is again. I just know Kenny Powers. What can I say, Rashawn? I hope I'm saying that right. So 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. I told you guys, if you were gonna bet, go put the money on Samsung, even though they were down 6-2. The odds you could have gotten. One pitch sets up high, misses outside. Oh, that's bad play right there from Kim Hyun Soo. That is bad, bad. Those of you guys watching in YouTube that can't actually watch the game with me, the catcher turned to try to backpick the first baseman, and Kim Hyun Soo ducked to make his throw easier. The 2-1 is a ground ball. Second baseman will throw on over to first, and that's will end the inning and the threats. We will go to the break, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in just a few. It's a 1-0 KT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. 75 pitches for Go Young Pyo. He's going to face the top of the lineup, Wang Sung Bin. What just happened? One pitch catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. Wang Sung Bin 0 for 2. Strikeout and a 3-6 ground out. Going to be a ground ball past the diving third baseman. He's got a ton of speed. He's going to round first and head on into second. And Wang Sung Bin with a leadoff double. To video replay this to see. Oh, yeah, that was in. I don't know what they were video replaying, honestly. fair입니다. Again, I easily looked fair. Hopefully you guys listened to me when I told you to go take Samsung. Right to Go Sung Min. Looks at the ball one up high. On and up. Go Sung Min has singled in his first at bat, and then a 6-3 ground out. Lotte 0 for 9 with runners on base so far today. Sets up outside. Almost hits him. Couldn't have missed that by any more, honestly. And Samsung takes the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Bullpen getting loose over there. I don't know if you can still get in on that Samsung or not. The 2-0 swing and a miss there, 2-1. This game I still like KT, just because again you've got the issue with Lotte's bullpen was used a lot yesterday. Yeah, it might. The odds might not be good enough. As that is going to be a single into left field, and Wang Sung Bin is going to come around to score on the RBI single from Go Sung Min. Back-to-back hits now has tied the game up at 1. I would. They're exactly where I picked them to finish eighth in the league, or picked them to finish ninth. They're in eighth. They're exactly what I thought they would be. They spent no money filling their holes. All right, so we've got a 1-1 game now. It's SSG. They're poorly coached. The Reyes steps in, pops that one up, but it gets foul. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch that's up outside just misses below the zone. 1-1. Another 1-1 pitch. One. 2-1. Jun Yong Ju warming up in the bullpen. He did pitch yesterday. A 2-1 and misses outside. 3-1. If he walks him here, I have to think that he is done. The 3-1 rips it into right field. And back-to-back hits has now got runners on first and second. They just replaced the coach last year. The coach now coaching for Lotte was the coach for Doosan, but he's still managing the team like it's the 1980s. It's always possible. It is the KBO. Han Dong-hee steps in. Han Dong-hee had 2 homers last night, I believe, or maybe just 1. 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in his first at bat. A 6-3 ground out in second. He grounds that one to foul, trying to hit into a triple play, but gets a little foul. He is on deck again. A lot of the 10-6 now. 8 runs at the top of the 4th inning. Han Dong-hee bat flips that for a fly ball to the right fielder. He's going to tag up and come on over to second or third. A heck of a bat flip for a ball that was not even in front of the warning track. Go Sung Min does head on over to third base, though. I picked NC just because Kia had Shirakawa starting. All right, 1 away now. Na Sung Yup steps in. 0 for 2 on the day. Nope. We're going to have a pitching change. Go Young Pyo done for the day. They're going to bring in another guy. We'll have our first pitching change of the day. Lotte has tied it up here. We will see who comes in to pitch. Young Ju, I believe, is the guy warming up. Not entirely sure why they changed pitchers here. Not really. I'm not real sure why they go with a pitching change here. Nasung Yup is not pitched well or not hit well. Against side armors, he's 0 for 5 on the season. 0 for 2 with a 4-3 ground out and a strikeout looking. I'm not entirely sure why they go with the change here. 89 pitches. And I just don't see the reason for the pitching change there. Tucson has added another run, and they're now up 6-0 against Keom. Hanwha and LG is still at 4-0. Junyong Ju out on the mound. 36 games, 29 innings, 5.28 ERA. Again, I just don't understand. Again, all he's looking at is left-hander coming up to bat. I told you, Jim. I told you. He's only looking at lefty-lefty matchup. He's not looking at the fact that Nasung Yup has not hit well for the last 3 weeks. 227 on this season. Tucson added another one. They're up 7-0. Bats is in there for a strike on the outside. Yeah. That's risky, boo. No one rounds it foul. 0-2. Again, they bring in the lefty here, but the guy up to bat is hitting 71 this week, 118 in the last 2 weeks, and 182 in the last month. Tigers bullpen is pretty good, but they're already into it. The 0-2 pitch into the dirts. 1-2. Neither team really used their bullpen yesterday, as NC had just destroyed KT or Kia. 1-2 pitch now. That is into the dirts. 2-2. I mean, you could do it all you want, but it's not like a guaranteed thing by any means. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That is a like on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on the SOOP. All right, the 2-2 pitch now. Runners on the corners, and Nasung Yup 0 for 2 on the day. This is down and away. Runs the count full. It's possible. Roshan, or I don't know if it's Roshan with a long O or a Roshan with a short O, but did you get your money in when Samsung was down 6-2? All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch brought in a pitcher to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Now rolls it to the first baseman, throws it to the shorts, back to first in time. And they're going to video replay that because it is the difference between taking the lead and not. There we go. Yeah, the NC Kia game going just for the bullpen is tricky because neither one has a great bullpen. Kia numbers wise has a really good bullpen. He beat it out. That is gonna be a 1-6 RBI ground out. Tandogoga, Sapimida. But 2 away now is Nasung Yup. Gets the RBI ground out to Lotte, takes the lead. Christian, if you go to this is for everybody watching on YouTube. If you live outside of Korea and you want to watch the game, if you go to the description in my YouTube stream, there is a link to a website called SOOP Live. They have the official international broadcast rights of the KBO. They actually allow me to show you the game and have English commentary. So the same commentary that you hear on YouTube is also the same commentary, same video. The only difference is on YouTube, you see like the lineups and the score bug down on the bottom, the who's up to bat and all of that. I do all of that for YouTube, but on Soup you can actually watch the game. So if you want to watch the game with me, click the link in the description. As they're gonna have a pinch runner here. I'm not entirely sure why they would want a pinch runner with with 2 outs. But then again, I'm not an awful manager, so what do I know? Pitch to Pakistan. Young. Swing and a miss there, 0 and 2. I don't know who is on the bag. Over at first, I'll try to see who's pinch running now. Matsamuk. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. That's up way outside. Swing and a miss, and he'll tag him out. And that'll be the end of the inning. But Lotte gets 2 to take the lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1. Not able to turn the double play as might cost them the old game. All right, so what do we got coming up? The 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for KT. I assume they're going to still have Beasley out there, but who knows? Again, Lotte's manager visibly does not like Beasley. Like it's if you're watching the game, it's very, very evident that he does not like Beasley. Those of you guys watching on Soup, if you want to follow me, obviously on YouTube, you can subscribe. If you want to follow me on Soup, next to my channel name is a little star. Click that. It's called the Loyal Viewer. And yeah, you can follow me there. It makes it easier to watch the streams since I do stream 5 to 6 days a week. Thank you, Buck. I Hoopla. Oh, apparently there was a ground ball out. I guess I don't know. It just came back. We'll have to check the replay because what happened? Okay, it was a first pitch ground ball to the third baseman. Excellent broadcast work there by KBS to not actually show us the game, but luckily we were able to see the commercials. Thank you, O-Face. All right, Hilliard and now steps in. I guess that was a pitch clock violation. The 0-1 misses inside a 1-1. Very important. Yeah, I know. I always it's tough because if I read it in English, it's Buck, but if I read it in Korean, it's Book, as in north. The 1-1 pitch rolls it over. First baseman picks it up, steps on the bag. Go Sung Min now over at first base. Pak Sung Mook, I believe, takes over at second base. 800 joules. Good Lord. Thank you, O-Face. All right, Kim Sang-soo. And that's in there for a strike. That misses, checks down over on the runner. And 1-2. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a donation. Yeah, chat. It's slower on a SOOP because YouTube has a that. I think he definitely went around there. So video replay that. It looked to me like he went around there. Yeah, so SOOP is a little slower because YouTube has 3 different options. The 3 options are like regular, where I can do 4K. They have a normal latency, and then they have an ultra low latency, which is only 2 seconds. Swing-imida. That'll be it on the strikeout. Another strikeout for Beasley, and we go to the 7th inning. Whoever was Beasley to get through 6, he did it. Congratulations on your win. Top of the 7th inning now. Yeah, SOOP is a little slower. That's why my YouTube, you can watch the game on SOOP, like on a different on the regular SOOP channel, and then you can also watch my YouTube stream, and my YouTube stream is actually ahead of the whatever you call it, the SOOP official broadcast. Gotta check my numbers. 95 pitches for Beasley, only throwing a 7 in that inning, and that's for Samsung or for SSG? For Samsung again with nobody out? That is just ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, that team is so bad. Ooh, Hanwha's added 3. They added 3 runs in the top of the 6th. How did they do it? So a Hawaiian Saw 3-run homer. 3-run shot by Haw and Saw has made it a 1-run game. Hanwha down 4-3. Doosan's up 7-0. Samsung up 10-6, but they should get some more across. NC's up 4-2 there. All right. Yi Sang-dong out on the mound for KT. Coming up, we will face the. Let me flip my papers here. We'll face the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Lotte. First pitch is going to be lifted. Hilliard makes the way over and on away. Yeah. No, no, no. Thank you, King. That is going to be lifted. Right fielder goes over and makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Under 6.5. I think there's going to be a couple more runs. I mean, you only have 3 runs to spare. A 4-3 game. I wouldn't. Because these KBO bullpens can give up 4 or 5 runs easily. And again, you have KT is at home, which means you have at least 3 full innings. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throws to first, and that is going to be a 1, 2, 3 on 1, 2, 3 pitches, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Lotte should come up to bat. Or Lotte should be into the bullpen now, ladies and gentlemen. Should be into the bullpen. Samsung gets another run on a wild pitch. Oh man, is SSG so bad. Hanwha's got a runner on second with 2 outs, so they're still down by 1. NC is just giving up 1 run to Kia. They've now a 4-3 game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th as Kia is up to bats. At Doosan Kiwoom game, Kiwoom has just scored a run. They've got the bases loaded with 1 out. Davison actually playing now. I know. Yeah, I know. I could make a ton of money if I did betting picks and analysis, but yeah, it's kind of I don't want to get into that. All right, bottom of the 7th inning. Again, we should have a new pitcher out on the mound for Lotte. They did use their main guys yesterday, so it's something to be aware of. Having to have them pitch for 2 straight days is often rough, as you've got a new guy out there, Iimura. I know I'm butchering that. Iimura. I have not seen him pitch. He is a new pitcher for them. I don't know what he is like, honestly. He did pitch yesterday, though. Kim Min-hyuk fouls the first pitch away, and it's 0-1. I'll pass on that. I don't want to be responsible for other people's money. I don't even want to be responsible for my money. All right, to the 0-1 pitch. This is way up high, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Kim Min-hyuk 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat. Lined out to the first baseman in his second at bat. The 0-1 misses low. 2-1. I hope you all made lots and lots of money on that pick. Hope you all made lots and lots of money on that pick. 2-1 pitch. Fouls it into his foot. 2-2. Yeah, SSG is in such disarray. There's a couple reasons for it. Number one is the front office. When SSG bought SK, they bought it because one of the head guys at SSG is a big baseball fan. So they bought it, and he has put himself into every decision. Like he knows anything about the game besides watching it. The 2-2 pitch rolls it over. Second baseman will pick it up, throws to first, and go 1 away. He ended up. So a couple of decisions that he has made is is one is he fired the manager that was doing well. He is actually now the Doosan manager. He's actually the guy that he fired is actually the Doosan manager. He installed his buddy, and his buddy ended up being awful, and they ended up having to fire him. Then in the front office of SSG, they fired that guy and brought in his buddy. His buddy, swing and a miss from the guy that I said strikes out all the time. He brought in his buddy. His buddy did not protect an SSG SK legend. Hanwha ended up taking him, and that because of that, he got fired. Of course, they should be able to, as that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. It's always possible. It's only one run, and it's the KBO. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss from the guy that I said always strikes out. Yeah, pure nepotism. That's actually why Hanwha had a bunch of problems also. The front office guy for Hanwha, the head of the front office, he fired Subaru, the manager for Hanwha. Then he installed his best friend, who was the second league coach. The second league coach had already been the coach for Hanwha once. He was so bad that I quit going to baseball games, even though I had season tickets. Even though I had tickets, I quit going because he was so bad at his job. Watching him was the worst thing to watch. They fired Subaru. They put his buddy in, his best friend. Again, his wife and his best friend's wife or cousins. They used to be LPG golfers, professional golfers together. They met at the wedding or something like that. I don't know all of it, but he ended up putting him. He didn't even last a year. Didn't even last a year. He was a former LG Twins pitcher. 1-2 pitch. Lifts it up, or first baseman under it. And 3 away, 3 up, 3 down. Once again, we'll go to the 8th inning. We've got a 2-1 game. Yeah, I saw that they was bases. They were it scored one, and it was bases loaded with one out. Oh, bases loaded and two outs now. I just don't think. Yeah, I just don't think Keom has enough time. Bottom of the sixth to make up 5 runs. Keom's offense isn't very good. Plus, the issue with Keom is they won a close game yesterday, which means their bullpen was really used a lot. I just don't see them being able to win 2 close games in a row. And if they're to come back, it's going to end up being a close game. NC has got a runner on first in the top of the seventh, or sorry, a runner on second with one outs. Looks like maybe like the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Nope. 1, 2, 3 hitters. Nope, but 2 outs. They pick them off? Oh, tell me they picked him off. Suddenly he was erased from second base. Did he get picked off or what? Oh, he's thrown out at second trying to stretch it. All right, so we've got to the top of the eighth inning. They have the same pitcher out there. They very well could be. He only threw 3 pitches to get 3 outs. Nope, we're going to bring out. Oh, God. Here comes the runs, ladies and gentlemen. Here come the runs. Here come the runs. Top of the lineup for Lotte. Yep. Here come the runs. All one. Long Song Bin, 1 for 3 on the day. Doubled and scored a run in his last at bats. Hanwha fan, LG fan, Samsung fan. 0-1-0 pitch. Pops him up. First baseman underneath it. 1 away. Brings up a Go Sung Min. Had the RBI single that tied the game and then came around to score the go-ahead run. Keom adds another 2 runs. 7-4 now. Go Sung Min looks at ball 1-0. Go Sung Min, 2 for 3 on the day. Had the first inning single, then the RBI single and run scored in the last at bat. Looks at this strike one down the middle. It's 1-1. Into the dirt. 2-1. Two one pitch. Fouls it and nutmegs the old umpire. 2-2. And the 2-2 swing and a miss. He suddenly learned to pitch since I saw him last. check and see his latest stats. 5.90 ERA, 2.25 in the last week, but ERA over 5 in the last 2 weeks. So nope. Reyes steps in, way outside, ball 1. We gonna get an extra inning game here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, fouled away. He knew he missed that one. It was right down the middle. LG's got the bases loaded with Austin Dean up in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 as ground ball. First baseman. Another error on the first baseman. That'll be it for him. He'll get a pinch runner. Kim Dong-hyuk will come in to pinch run. Two errors now on the first baseman today. Didn't touch it. Didn't even touch it. All right, Han Dong-hee steps in. And that's going to be into the dirt. He's going to be over at second. That'll be an intentional walk. Brings up a Pak Sung-uk, who was pinch running for Na Sung-yup. Runners on first and second. And why do I feel like there's so many bases loaded times this weekend? All right, after the mound visits, we'll have Pak Sung-uk versus Skimoda. All right, Pak Sung-uk. First at bat. Nope. We're going to have another pinch hitter here. Nope. Last game that I streamed, he ended up pinch hit homer to tie the game before the rest of the team blew it. Nyuk, 200 on the season as a pinch hitter, does have that to 1 home run. Oh, here we go. That's Mrs. Lowe. 1-0. Swing and a miss on ball 2, 1-1. Now we've got a defensive replacements. An Chi Young will go into left field. No. Well, An Chi Hyuk will take An Chi Young will take over defensively. I think he's going to go to right field. John Jin Hyuk will go to left field. But No Jin Hyuk fouls that one, and it's the 1-2. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Runners on first and second. Way up high, 2-2. Yeah. An Chi Young goes to right field. John Jin Hyuk goes to left. All right, the 2-2 pitch to No Jin Hyuk sets up on the outside. That's going to be through the left side. They're going to send him around. Kim Dong Hyuk is going to come on home. And there's the run that I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I told you this guy's coming in, and he's going to give up some run. No Jin Hyuk comes up with a pinch hit RBI single through the left side. Somebody get me a TV show. Somebody get me a TV program. Now we've got a pinch runner. Han Dong-hee will be done on second base. All right, so that brings up a Park Chan-hyun. This is up high, 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman that throws to first. But just like I said, Skimoto comes in and gives up a run. He goes to the bottom of the 8th. Sometimes it hurts to be this good. Somebody needs to start clipping those predictions. Now we've got a 3-1 game. KT with 2 hits today. 2 whole hits today, gentlemen. And KT is going to have the 9-1 2-hitters coming up in the bottom of the inning. Can they do anything? Will be lots of changes for Lotte defensively. I'll get them in as soon as I possibly can. And now you've got Lotte's guys coming in. Guys that also pitched yesterday. So can they do anything is going to be a question. Elsewhere around the league, LG added one on a bases loaded walk to Austin. But here's Che Jun Young out on the mound to 35 games, 14 saves. Somehow he lost the closer. Yeah, now this is the KBO way. Despite the fact that he was pitching well as a closer, they gave the closer role back to the guy that's lost it because he's older. All right, so Chaewon Jun pinch hitting here. Find his pick.
KT 최원준
Misses up and out of the zone.
KT 승리 위해 안타 홈런 날려버려
Pinch hit for the guy that is, 1 for 1 on the day with a double, a run scored, and a walk. That's a good idea. Bring in the guy that's injured that can't start because he's injured. And excellent managing. All right, so the 2-0 pitch to Chaewon Jun. Catches the inside. 2-1. Yeah, little bloop that just gets foul. 2-2. That Doosan game is getting real tricky. 7-4, but Doosan gives up 4 and scores 2 in the top of the 6, gives up 4 in the bottom of the 6 to make it a 7-4 game. And now they got runners on first and seconds. Nope. Now they got a runner on the second. I don't know what just happened. Rounded into a double play.
KT 최원준 안타를 날려라 KT 승리
And here we go, the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and he comes up with a pinch hit. Cool.
승리를 위하여 안타 홈런 날려버려라
Now you've got to use the pinch runner because he can't run.
최원준 안타를 날려라 KT 승리 위해 안타 홈런 날려버려 최원준 안타를 날려라 KT 승리를 위하여 안타 홈런 날려버려라
He's up the top of the lineup. Viviani, 0 for 2 with a walk. Try to get all of this stuff fixed from Lotte. Misses up high, 1-1. And misses outside at 2-1. See if I can find out who's the pinch running here. Jun Wan. Another 2-1 pitch. Fouls it straight back at 2-2. Nice to see that they're not trying to bunt here. This is down and in, runs the count full. 6 full count of the day for KT. Got 2 walks, a strikeout, pop fly, and a ground out. 0 for 4 on the day with a full count. Three-two is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman, underhand toss to the shortstop, throws to first in time. 4-6-3, a double play, races the base runner. Once again, KT cannot get hits with runners on base. Not that they've had very many runners on base in the first place. All right, Kim Hyun-soo steps in now. He had the big air that allowed a run to score. One for 3 on the day, a 4-3 ground out, a RBI double, and a 4-3 ground out. It's a ground ball, foul, and a nutmeg to the old ball boy. 1-1. 1-1 is lifted up. It's going to get to the glove of the left fielder, though. 3 away. Leadoff single, but raced on the double play. We go to 9th inning. Lotte. The KT try to bring in the closer here. One for 7, 1 for 6 with runners on base. So 1-4 with runners in scoring position is KT. Lotte is going to have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. But KT will have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Well, they're missing. So the guy that had the pinch hits single, he is their leadoff batter, and they're missing him. Looks like NC added a run in the top of the 8th. That's 5-3 now. Who you mean? The smallest pants in the league, ladies and gentlemen. The smallest pants in the league coming in. Yeah. Preseason, I didn't have KT where they're at. I mean, obviously Kim Hyun-soo, Chaewon Jun, Hilliard have all been playing well. So 3 new guys going to KT. They revamped everything. They lost Kong Bae Ko. That's Kim Hyun-soo's his replacement. But An Hyun-min has been out with an injury, so Ugyu Min out on the mound. Again, the tightest pants in baseball. 27 games, 23.1 innings, 2 holds. He will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Lotte. I do. That was my preseason pick. That's in there for strike. So my preseason was LG, Samsung, NC, Doosan, Hanwha. Setting up on the outside. Just catches the corner. 0-2. I did not think KT was this good. But the return of Kim Do-young has helped them a lot. They lost Chae Hyung-woo and Park Chan-ho. The 0-2 pitch. This is up high, 1-2. Doosan is starting to play like I thought they would with their changes. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. One away. I had, was it LG, Samsung, NC, Doosan, Hanwha, Kia, or sorry, KT, SSG, Kia, Lotte, and Q. That is in there for a strike. I think that was it. I can't remember. I might have had SSG and Kia switched, but the 0-1 pitch pops him up. Gets foul and out of play. 1-2. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch now. Rolls it to the third baseman and grabs it, quickly throws, and he throws it too high. Throws it too high. Another defensive error from KT. Oh, no, he's out. But they don't have any video replays left. I think that is what they said. Yeah, they don't have any video replays left because they wasted it earlier. All right, the Sung Bin. Wasted it on the foul ball earlier. That's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman kicks it and bobbles it, and another error. Wheels be falling off of the KT Wiz bus, ladies and gentlemen. Wheels be falling off. That'll be it for Who You Mean. They will have to go and get another pitcher because of back-to-back errors on the third baseman. Four errors on KT today. The official is only 3, but that's BS. So elsewhere around the league, while we're waiting for another pitching change, Hanwha down 2. They're up to bats now in the top of the 8th inning. Just starting that, No Shiwan will start. And NC and Kia. Kia is down 5-3, but they've got a runner on first with 1 out. Nasung Bomb steps up. Doosan and Kium. Doosan is up 7-4. Kium is up to bat with the bases loaded again. Bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, 1 out. Down 3. They get 2, but if they win both of them, they get another one. If they win, then they get same like that. It's same for both video replays and check swings. That's a Doosan Kium game is just getting ridiculous. Samsung up 13-6 against SSG. SSG's got a runner on first and 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. That game may or may not ever end. So the Hanwha LG game is pretty close. NC Kia close, and Doosan Kium close. So the only non-close game is the Samsung SSG game. We're back out on the mound now. Song Dong-hyun. As Wang Sung-bin, who fouls it away. Dong-hyun, 34 games, 31 points in 2 innings. Is lifted up, but will get a foul. Double check where for KT. Sungjun Wan moves to short. Right. Yeah, they're all right. Playing Who Let the Dogs Out in KT. Suwon. The 0-2 pitch slaps the bat down, and that is going to drop down in front of the outfielders, and another run scores. Go Sung Min will step in now. Runners on first and second. Still just 1 out. That's Mrs. Lowe, 1-0. And there for a strike. 1-1 into the dirt. So 2-1. Broccoli. I don't know how you're gonna get there, man. Another 2-1. 2-2 now to go some meat. And Reyes is not in the lineup anymore because of pitch running. That is popped up. Right fielder calls him off, makes the catch. 2 away. All right, to Kim Dong Hyuk, first at bat of the day for him. This is there, 1-0.
Lotte Giants 김동현 오오오오 김동현 Lotte Giants 김동현 Lotte 김동현 오오
That misses outside at 2-0.
Lotte Giants 김동현 오오오오 김동현 Lotte Giants 김동현 Lotte 김동현
All right, here we go. The 2-0 pitch now. Sets up on the inside. It's in there for a strike at 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out, and they don't score. Ouch. This is inside. The back pick misses the tag. Back pick at second base. They missed the tag, but they might have gotten it on the second attempt. Oh, they do get his helmets. Right there on the helmets. KBO-ness keeping broccoli alive. He is hiding himself with his helmet. I mean, he's out. What? I don't know what's taking so long here. They got him on the head. Anagoga Alshimina. That'll be the end of the top of the ninth. KT down 3 with 3 total hits on the day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They will have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Broccoli. Hoping KT goes 1, 2, 3. KT hoping they crush 3. Lovely, lovely KBO. What do they have in store for us today, ladies? All right, real quick around the league. LG's up 5-3. They're up to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody on, nobody out. And NC and Kia has added 1 run in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 5-4. Runners on first and second for Kia. They're down by 1. And Doosan is up 7-4. They're up to bat in the top of the 8th with the runner on first. Is Dancing Queen out on the mound, ladies and gentlemen. They'll have An Hyun Min the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. 37 games, 32 points at 2 innings, at 12 holds, 3 saves, at 331. This is badly there. Right, the 2-0 pitch to An Hyun Min. The 2-0 nowhere near the strike zone again. An Hyun Min has 0 chance he swings at this. Walked in his first at bat, popped up to the shortstop with a runner on a second and a 5-3 ground out. That's in there for a strike, and it's a 3-1. The 3-1 catches the top of the zone, runs the count full as he throws the bat away. He thought it was a walk. Another full count, the 7th full count of the day for AT. And that's definitely misses outside, and it walks him. Brings up the number 4 hitter. Who knows, Hassan? Who knows? Could be a ground into double play here. All right, so Hilliard steps up 0 for 3 on the day.
KT Wiz.
They have one of the most exciting games of the year come back. Fouls that one away. 0-1. All right, here we go. The 0-1 sets up on the outside. Misses once again. 1-1. And this is the guy that was the closer at the beginning of the year, did not close well. They changed closers a couple times. The guy that pitched before him ended up becoming the closer and pitched well as the closer. But that is going to be a slow grounder. The third baseman is going to have to goes to second. Gets the lead runner, 5-4 now. The ground out from Hilliard. Hilliard heads on over to first base, one away. Pak Chan Hyung over at third. The Kim Sang-soo steps in now. There for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Sang-soo hitting a 481 against this pitcher in his career. 2 homers. Again, both of these guys have been around a while. The 0-1 pitch. Foul it back. 1-2. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That's a like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation over on SOOP. Rochelle, if you look in my in the description of my game, there will be a broadcast link that is into the dirts. That's to SOOPlive.com. That is my SOOP stream. That's the one that I actually show the game on. And then from there, you can navigate to the home page and look for that. All right, so the 1-2 pitch. Sets up down at the knees, and he rolls it over. 6-4-3, inning-ending double play. They go 0 for 2 in the 9th with runners on base. They go 1 for 8. And Lotte gets the series win and probably the series sweep. As there's a ton of rain coming into Korea today, tonight, and all through next week. It could possibly be tomorrow is the last game that you will watch for a while. So, a good pitchers matchup. Back into Beasley. He ended up pitching well, ended up going 6 innings. That's what they had to have from Beasley. He ended up going 6 innings, 95 pitches. It gave up 2 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 run. It was earned. Go Young Pyo, 5 1/3 innings, ended up giving up 2, gave up 1, but then Jun Young Ju ended up coming in, I believe, gave up the second run. So basically, it was lots of errors, poor defense from KT back into the first inning. Or sorry, the what inning here? Try to find my stuff. Third inning, you had a pop fly to the first baseman, overhand catch. He was under it. He should have easily caught it. Hit his glove, bounced off. They didn't call it an error, but it should have been an error. Then you get into the try to find it. I'm trying to find my stuff now. The 8th inning, you end up getting an error on the first baseman, and that ends up scoring their 4th run or their 3rd run. At the time, it was 2-1, easily manageable. Then the 9th inning, back-to-back errors from the 3rd baseman allowed them to score another run. One of those would have been an out, not an error, but the KT manager, once again, he's in the top 3 of the worst managers in the league. Bad call. There was a ground ball down the third base line. It was obviously fair. It was obviously fair, but he reviewed it anyway. And then he didn't have a chance to video replay the play that was actually safe because he was out of video replays. So LG gets the win. Wong Sung Bin, 2 hits, a double, an RBI single later. Go Sung Min, two singles, an RBI single out of that. Reyes, 2 singles himself, also reached on an error. Then Nasung Yup again. Another thing that I didn't understand was changing the pictures against Nasung Yup. The Go Young Pyo out on the mound has thrown 89 pitches. He's a guy that easily throws 100 uh, against Nasung Yup, who was 0 for 5 on the season with against the side armors and underhand throwers, or side armors and submariners. Uh, he ends up grounding into a 1-6 putout, but he ends up getting the RBI because they couldn't turn the double play. That's actually put them ahead 2-1, and then they added the 2 runs later. So surprisingly, 0 bunts in this game, ladies and gentlemen, 0 bunts. So elsewhere around the league, quick look, looks like LG is still up 5-3. They've got runners on second and third in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Austin Dean is up right now with a 3-2 count. Then you've got NC and KT Kia. NC is up 5-4. They're in the bottom of the 9th inning there. Kia is coming up to bat. Then Doosan added 1 in the top of the 8th. They've got runners on first and second with 2 outs and a full count. They're up 8-4. And the Samsung SSG game is 13-6 right now. So a couple good games still to watch. You've got the NC Kia game at the bottom of the 9th there. You've got the Hanwha and LG game that is 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th. And then the Doosan Kiwoom game, if you're hurting for watching teams not score with runners on base. So that's it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock game. Kioma plays in the Dome, so on Sundays, if the Kioma is home, they play at 2 o'clock. All the other games will be at 6. But please make sure you listen to this. There is a ton of storms coming through Korea tonight and tomorrow. The other games most likely will not be played. The only game that I think is a possibility is the NC Kia game. That's a possibility that they might play tomorrow, as the rain is supposed to stop around 2-3. But Gwangju, their stadium, despite being a fairly new stadium, is, well, honestly, has some of the worst drainage in Korea. Oftentimes, they cannot play because of the field being way too wet. So that's it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock for Doosan versus Keom. That is, again, the 2 o'clock game. The other games will be at 6 o'clock. So strongly suggest that you watch tomorrow's game at 2 o'clock, because not only is the rain coming tomorrow, it's supposed to last all the way through Wednesday, maybe into Thursday. And next weekend is the All-Star game. So next week, they only play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they have Friday through Wednesday off. So get your baseball in now while you can. That'll be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. As always, till next time.